Hi, my name is Susan and a huge welcome to my studio. So this is the first episode of In the Studio with Susan that I am doing as a video format. I've been writing it as a blog for a couple of months and I've decided that doing a video might be a nice way to actually show you my studio and show you some of the things I've been working on and just kind of talk to you face to face basically. So I've got a couple of things I wanted to go through, so let me just crack on with it. It's quite warm here in the UK, it's August, it's boiling, so my studio is fairly warm at the moment. And it's also fairly messy because I am an artist, a designer. I do one thing 1 minute, I stack things up here, I move things around, so it'll always look a bit different in the background as I move and change things. And the studio is quite new, so I am still working out where things are actually going to go permanently. So in terms of books, what I've been reading recently, some recommendations. I've got this one, Creative Watercolour, a step-by-step guide for beginners by Ana Victoria Calderon. Really lovely book if you're a beginner to watercolour. I've been doing some of the exercises, loving that. I picked this one up in a garden centre called New Botanical Paintings by Harriet de Winton. It's got some really lovely step-by-step guides on doing some botanical illustrations, very different style, but really lovely. And this new book, Get Started with Gouache by Emma Block. I've been doing some of the experiments in here and just getting out my gouache paints again because I haven't used them, gosh, for quite a few years and I forgot just how lovely they are. I've bought the Winsor and Newton Designers gouache, can't find where the rest of them, I used to have some, don't know where they've gone. So excuse to buy more art materials. So I've gone with a set of 10 from Winsor and Newton, the designers ones. So that's what I've been playing with. I've been playing with watercolour and gouache. I like to work in different size sketchbooks. I'm very much a sketchbook worker. So those of you that know my work, have been on my courses, do my Inspire membership, you'll know that I work in sketchbooks quite a lot. I love Moleskine sketchbooks because they're hardback. So when I shove them in a bag, which I often do, they get moved around the studio. The pages don't get damaged. They're protected by the hardback cover. It's also solid to lean on, so I quite like those. So I've got a little drawing sketchbook that I've been working on recently, just doodling a few leaves and things that I've been exploring, little cactus shapes, following a little course on Skillshare. In my watercolour sketchbooks, this has thicker paper. I've been doing a lot of leaf and floral sort of things. Some of this is watercolour, some of this is gouache, some folk floral styles, just some little flower things there. Little ladybugs, they're quite fun. That was from the watercolour book I just showed you, as were the little bugs. Just swatching some of my colours, so something I find is really handy to do when I buy new paint colours is to just swatch them in a sketchbook so I can refer back to what they actually look like. And I've also swatched some ink that I've bought and some watercolour paint here. When I swatch watercolour paint, I do like to do it concentrated down to light, just so that I can see the type of effects and colours I can get. These are gouache explorations of some florals. Just hold those up. So I've been playing with these ones. And these are my gouache ones done from the Emma Block book. These are exactly some of their experimentations from the book. And these are some of my own works in progress at the moment, which are not quite finished. That's that little sketchbook. This travels around with me. I've been away to the countryside, so I've taken a few of these smaller sketchbooks with me. In this sketchbook, I often draw like little, I sort of plan ideas first before I go into this. Has been sat here for a couple of weeks before I'll go crazy with whatever paint I do. It's a bit of work in progress, there. And then, I did some more cactus experiments. I was quite enjoying those, quite liking that as a theme. And I bought some cactus seeds to experiment with at home. If any of you are on Skillshare, I've been following Omar Wynne and her botanical florals class. That's lovely. And that's that. I did finish one. That's the one I was looking for. I did this indigo piece just this last week I finished it. And this was just a design I'd had sat in the sketchbook for a long period of time. And then just using one ink, indigo, I have filled it in sort of light and dark or saturated and watered down versions of the paint to create this sort of floral style pattern, which I really enjoyed doing. It was really mindful and really relaxing. So that's the stuff I've been up to at the moment in terms of my own artwork. I haven't had too much time to do other bits and bobs. So other stuff I have been doing, I've been experimenting on the iPad. I have an iPad Pro, and I've been using Adobe Fresco for the first time. And what I've done is I've scanned in these images. So I use a scanner to scan in. Actually, no, I just took a picture. Ignore that. I took a picture. So I just used my iPad to take a picture of these line drawings, these pen and ink drawings, and I scan. So then they come into Adobe Fresco, and then I've been using my Apple Pencil to kind of go over those and draw with those. So what I will do on my social media is share some of the time-lapse videos that show my work. And I think I might produce these as colouring pages. That's something you can download or buy, for example. So I've been really enjoying using the iPad for drawing to complement my drawing and watercolour and gouache work at the moment as well. So what's coming up at the moment? So a couple of things that have been going on. I've uploaded 2 new classes to Skillshare, which is a online course platform. I have courses on my own website and my own membership, but I've just been uploading a few things to Skillshare. So if you haven't seen them, go onto Skillshare, search for my name, Susan Yates, and you'll find a number of courses there. One of them is all about being creative and staying inspired. It follows along my 16-page ebook that I have available on my website. So it's all about things you can introduce into your life to stay creative. So that's a really lovely course in helping you to build up a daily practice and do things that are going to support your creative practices. And I've also uploaded my sort of foundation course in Lino Cut called Learning Lino Cut onto Skillshare. So this course has been around for a couple of years, maybe 4 or 5 years, on my own website platform. What I've done is I've recorded an introduction and ending video especially for Skillshare, and I've uploaded that course, the video elements of it, onto Skillshare. So if you are already on Skillshare and you want to look at learning Lino Cut, then you can access it there. But obviously, if you are interested in learning Lino Cut and you don't want to subscribe to Skillshare, the course is available in its original format on my own website. And I have uploaded one new printing demonstration video to learning Lino Cut. So if you're already part of that course, go and have a look at the printing section. And I've removed an old video and re-uploaded a brand new video all about Lino Cut printing. So the technique of inking and printing on there. And my plans for the next month or 2 are to create a brand new Lino Cut course. So I'm going to be sending out a survey very shortly to get your thoughts on what type of course most people would prefer, whether it's a short pre-recorded course like the Learning Lino Cut, or whether it's a more intense, maybe sort of 4 to 6 week course with live sessions and feedback on your work. I don't know, or maybe a combination of both, so a few short little courses or a series, or a long, more in-depth course with personal feedback. I don't know. So I'm looking to get your help on what you would like to learn from me, because I've done a few guest teachings in Lino Cut recently and found there is a big interest in it. And what I have just done as well is shared a video all about my 2 Lino Cut books, Learning Lino Cut and Beginner's Guide to Lino Cut, which just sit here in the back of my studio. And I open the pages of the books, I explain what's in them, and the differences between the 2 books, because they are very different, but they are great companion pieces. So if you're serious about getting into Lino Cut, those 2 books are a really, really great written way forwards to complement any sort of live classes or online classes that you may be doing to explore and experiment with Lino Cut. So some sort of Lino Cut course is coming up on the horizon. If anyone missed my membership Inspire when it opened in June now, I will be reopening the membership for new members in October. So look out for that in sort of September. I start talking about the membership opening. And I also have a really mini sketchbook challenge planned for September, because I really enjoy a sketchbook challenge, and I don't think I can manage quite a big 30-day one again at this precise moment in time, but I think a little mini 7-day sketching challenge is on its way in September as well, so that should be quite fun. And also, heads up, I've got a big birthday coming up this month. At the end of the month, I turn the big 40. So I will be doing a 40% discount on my courses online. So my short courses online towards the end of August. So look out for that. So I think that's it for me for In the Studio with Susan for this episode. If you have enjoyed this version of In the Studio with Susan as a video rather than a written blog article, then do let me know, and I can continue to continue to produce them as video episodes that I will share on Facebook, Instagram, and on my blog. I'll just upload the video link to there, and I will do it that way. So I hope you are all creating amazing, wonderful things. Just a little insight into what I get up to personally. Oh, and I get up to a lot, by the way. I'm a bit of a dabbler. I've got some of these lovely things. I've ordered some of these, so they'll be coming up on my website soon. So these are tea towels with my fish lino cuts on. So I've ordered a bunch of these to be printed. I've got 8 different designs, and they will be here hopefully in a week or so, and I'll upload them to my website so that you can buy tea towels with my lovely lino cut fishy designs on, because I've had some very beautiful, lovely comments from people about these recently. So I thought, nope, that's it, I'm going to get some printed. I'm going to put them on my website, because I'm pretty rubbish at doing stuff like that with my own work. So I'm getting organised. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Take care.